What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, guys, we're going to be doing a little bit of gameplay this time. That's right. Forget about the controversies for a little bit. Let's just cover some gameplay, right? We have Sim 50. So for those who are wondering how the heck am I getting so much Essence Stones again, what the hell happened here? Oh, I didn't put manual on. I'm an idiot. I left it on and I forgot to put the auto on. So what's happening here is I did get 44.971 Essence Stones. People are always asking, Payne, how are you doing all this? Well, just so you guys know, on my live stream yesterday, you can go watch the whole thing if you want. The sim guide is also there, but I'm going to cover it here. The reason why that was able to happen, by the way, is I was at 16K, 17K-ish when a couple days ago, and then I was 7th place also, or 8th place in the trophies. I decided to finish all of story mode. I did most of BOT. I didn't touch any of that stuff. Of course, the usual stuff here. I did all of Architect, and then I went ahead and did Sim. So if you want to get a crap load of Essence Stones, we're talking about close to about like 16K I think or so. Sim is going to be the best way to do it, and simulation is actual joke in this case. So I'm going to walk you guys through what I did to finish it as free to play, and hopefully help some of you guys out. So simulation gate is going to be revolved around infusers, whether you have Sugimoto or Igris. It's the easiest way to get it done. As you guys can see, I did finish tier 50, and then the rest of it is pretty much history. So without further ado, let's go into the actual video and cover what I actually did to get this done. Okay, so you guys can see here, I'll show you the team real quick, just so everyone's on the same page. I did give everybody the new gear. So it is Isla, it is going to be Sungil Hwan and Igris. You guys can see I have 1.703 power. So this is going to be something you can be in the red for. Don't even worry about it. No stress on that part of it. And then so we put Sungil Hwan here second to get his power gauge up as quick as possible. Of course, Igris you want to bring in order to make the infusion up as much as you can, and then Isla there for specifically, honestly, for buffing the power gauge mostly and giving some damage increase. So pretty straightforward stuff. So let's get into it here. And so here's a couple things I want to point out while we're doing this. Okay, first off, before I go any further, you guys already know I'm going to do this, so don't even front. Content creator program. Make sure you hit that support button, guys. Get yourselves in and get yourselves into the program. All right, this is going to be free codes for all of you who join. I'm currently sending out 2 codes. I just actually sent out all the codes to all the supporters, so thank you again. A 3rd code is on the way, plus additional codes. It's free, it's easy, it's pinned down in every comment section and also in every single description of every single video. And also don't forget, guys, to come join the Discord, join the community, and be part of that as well. Whether you're in the TCG Discord or the SLA Discord or the gaming Discord, I should call it, you will either way you have chances to win prizes as a supporter. So make sure you hit that support button. All right, let's go back in here and let's cover this. Okay, so let's do this together and get it out of the way. What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, guys, we're going to be doing a little bit of gameplay this time. That's right. Forget about the controversies for a little bit. Let's just cover some gameplay, right? We have Sim 50. So for those who are wondering how the heck am I getting so much Essence Stones again, what the hell happened here? Oh, I didn't put manual on. I'm an idiot. I left it on and I forgot to put the auto on. So what's happening here is I did get 44.971 Essence Stones. People are always asking, Payne, how are you doing all this? Well, just so you guys know, on my live stream yesterday, you can go watch the whole thing if you want. The sim guide is also there, but I'm going to cover it here. The reason why that was able to happen, by the way, is I was at 16K, 17K-ish when a couple days ago, and then I was 7th place also, or 8th place in the trophies. I decided to finish all of story mode. I did most of BOT. I didn't touch any of that stuff. Of course, the usual stuff here. I did all of Architect, and then I went ahead and did Sim. So if you want to get a crap load of Essence Stones, we're talking about close to about like 16K I think or so. Sim is going to be the best way to do it, and simulation is actual joke in this case. So I'm going to walk you guys through what I did to finish it as free to play, and hopefully help some of you guys out. So simulation gate is going to be revolved around infusers, whether you have Sugimoto or Igris. It's the easiest way to get it done. As you guys can see, I did finish tier 50, and then the rest of it is pretty much history. So without further ado, let's go into the actual video and cover what I actually did to get this done. Okay, so you guys can see here, I'll show you the team real quick, just so everyone's on the same page. I did give everybody the new gear. So it is Isla, it is going to be Sungil Hwan and Igris. You guys can see I have 1.703 power. So this is going to be something you can be in the red for. Don't even worry about it. No stress on that part of it. And then so we put Sungil Hwan here second to get his power gauge up as quick as possible. Of course, Igris you want to bring in order to make the infusion up as much as you can, and then Isla there for specifically, honestly, for buffing the power gauge mostly and giving some damage increase. So pretty straightforward stuff. So let's get into it here. All right, so first thing you want to do here, guys, honestly, is give Sungil Hwan as much firepower as you can. So the first thing I pick is Firewall. Firewall here, every time he has a shield, which he does almost at all times, he gets 20% more damage. That one you want to get up as much as you can. Now the goal here is to use him as much as you can in order to damage enemies, and then you want to switch out to Igris. Try to get Overload up as quick as possible. A1 overload is pretty quick, by the way, so you don't need to get A5. A1 works just as well, but having this up almost at all times makes life so much easier. So having overload up and then switching over to Sung Hwan again will make him do way more damage, right? So you want to do as much damage as you possibly can with overload pretty much being active. The only time I bring in Isla here is one of two things. Number one, to do the damage increase buff. Number two, to power gauge increase. And number three, just to heal it whenever I need it. So that's going to be the important thing here. Also, because you're using Sung Hwan, you want to make sure you get as much ultimates in as you possibly can, plus basic skill damage as you can. You guys can see I'm going to choose critical hit damage here for basic skills because he spams those almost non-stop, and it makes the run a lot easier and friendlier when you can do that. Okay, so a couple of things you want to point out. Number one, basic skill damage increase is huge. Any defense down you can do with basic skill damage is big as well too. And also, not to mention ultimate damage. There is a specific one that works super well for him in this, which allows you to reset your ultimate damage whenever you cast it. And I try to put that at 100%. So I can just spam, when overload is up, I just spam 2 ultimates. And honestly, the enemy goes down to like 50-40% almost instantaneously. It's super fast, it's super easy. So that's one of the ones you absolutely want to look for. And then anything that whenever he has a shield increases his crit damage or his damage increase, whatever the case may be, you want to get that in there as much as you can also. Okay, so those are going to be some of your bigger ones. Don't worry about the QTE one. There is one good QTE code that allows you to increase your ultimate every time you QTE in, and I think I get it here somewhere. No, this one I choose. You guys can see right here. I'm going to refresh this. I do the ensure critical hit by 30%. You can also get this one up, but he has such high crit already as it is. You don't really require it. I just chose it because it was the best option there, and I was like, whatever. It is what it is. For me personally, when I run through Sims, I try my best to run the battles. Now, if you're somebody who's looking for achievements, running the green section, which is faster, is also not a bad choice if you can overpower to complete it. It's super easy. It's super fast. So I recommend doing that. But if you don't care about the achievement parts, try to focus on just doing the battles. It's going to give you more options. And there's no like little scenarios where you can gamble and lose like rune fragments or whatever the case is, or sorry, the fragments, not rune fragments. So just try your best to like, figure that part out. I can't believe we've got the boss back to back. Now in terms of the bosses here, no breakers required. So even Sun Jin-woo, you don't need a breaker. Don't even worry about it. Infusers kind of eliminate the need of a breaker at all in simulation and in most content nowadays. So again, no need, but there you guys go. Big shield up, and now I bring in Igris. I want to get overload up and running, right? So first mini boss, super easy. Just avoid damage and then get overload up. Now, ideally, again, you want to search for that one specific core that allows you to reset your ultimate, because that also allows Igris to reset his ultimate, which gives him more infusion time, and overload will be up a lot more often, right? Look how much damage that does. It's insane. Now, you can also replace Sung Hwan with SM Baek, who is actually really, really good in this as well too. So if you don't have Sung Hwan, SM Baek is a really, really good option as well. So don't worry about it if you don't have him. But you guys can see here, I increased the shield one again, just because the more damage you get with that shield, the better, right? So there it is right there. Pick that one up, and then we move on to the next fight. So again, this is pretty much going to be the entire run. You're going to do this the entire way through, searching for that one core. Now, if you don't, what happens if you don't get the ultimate core for the reset? That's fine. Just do anything that powers up your ultimate. Really, that's all you need, because Sung Hwan hits so freaking hard, you don't really have to worry about much else. So I'm going to go through this here. Again, same scenario, guys. No need for a recovery here, because this boss does recover HP. Again, get overload up, and you'll see, well, as soon as you bring him in, he just instantly melts enemies with this second skill. Boom, look at that. 69% ultimate, and look how much HP is left over. Right, 16%. That was a good, like 30-something% right there, gone. And the rest of it is pretty straightforward. And he didn't even have time to even get that right there, right? So, again, you can see all the things that are available. I'm not going to bother with it. What I'm looking for is that one right there, right? So the overclock reset, that's what you're looking for. So that's what it's called. When the user uses their ultimate skill, there's a 75% chance they reactivate their ultimate skill immediately. This is how I was able to finish this super fast. I've done both 46 and this super quickly. And honestly, that was what carried it. The rest of it is like whatever it is, what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so we got ourselves our fragments. First boss in this 50, I believe, is going to be Goto Ryoji, which actually I really enjoyed fighting, because there was a couple new moves he did in this. I'm like, damn, why don't we have this version? But you guys can see he does have a break bar. And again, it's not required to break anymore. Now that you have an infuser, breaks become pretty much irrelevant in most of the gameplay that's out now because they just pretty much dominate anything that happens. So usually with break bar being down, you do more damage on the opponent, but with overload, you do 150% damage when he's in overload state. So right here, don't even worry about breaking, and we have plenty of time when we finish this, like plenty of time. So the same scenario, guys, keep your overload up. Now that you have the 75% chance to reset your ultimate, you'll be able to do it even more often. And right here is where you want to spam that ult, right? This is what I was referring to. Look how much quicker. First ult right there. Look how much quicker we're taking that. Look at 84% right away, right? And I don't even know if my ultimate came back up here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so the second time. So this is what I mean. We went from 84% to 70% in a matter of seconds. So this is essentially how you want to do it. Whenever he hits that yellow bar, just bring your infuser in. Again, you don't need a breaker. Bring your infuser in. Infuse again, right? Whenever it's up, but you can see it's not up right now, and we're good to go from there. Okay. So I had to pause there because I was talking to my wife, I believe, at the time, but pretty much that's the entire fight, guys. Again, bring Isla in for the buff. He does have an invincibility stage. He has a minute 40 left with 46 seconds. Plenty of time to get this done. Isla's honestly not even really required at this point, except for the couple extra buffs that she provides. But really, at this point, she's just a slot to be taken. So, I mean, if you want to bring someone else, like if you want to bring in Harper for a break, just I don't know why you would, but just in case, I love that Goto move, by the way. I wish we kind of had that move for him. It's kind of dope. He just keeps the sword down. He's so quick. He just slashes you up. So again, super easy. There you go. Instead of doing my ult again, I just bring in the infuser, make the break happen again. Still 7 seconds left for infusion. A couple more damage, bring Sangha Huan, and the rest is history. You guys can see here with the amount of time left, we just finished it with 36 seconds left. Not bad. Okay, so here, this is the one I choose here. You can see there's one right there. I want to talk about it. Overclock ultimate skill damage. This one, whenever you do QTE, you increase the ultimate damage by 60%, stacking up to 10 times. It's crazy amount of damage. So because you're stacking overclock is your best friend for this group. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna do regular battles here, and at this point all I'm doing, guys, is realistically just choosing the same ones over and over again and just making sure they're up there. Shield, increase damage. Ultimate, increase damage. Look at this. Look how quickly we're destroying this guy. Like, it's literally melting butter. Anything you can do with core damage is also really good because core damage is something he does quite often as well. So core damage is not a bad one. You can also get skill reduction down as well too. Super easy concept here with that one too. Okay, so we're gonna keep going here. Again, the battles are straightforward. You're not doing anything different here. This boss, actually, funny enough, Forrest actually does a move that can almost one-shot you. It's kind of weird. So just be careful of this. When he does his massive AoE, don't stand still. I did for a couple times, and I don't know why I did that. And I think I was just talking to Chad at the time, but you guys can see here again, same thing happens. Jump in, overload, ultimate again the second time once you get your shield up. Now make sure the shield is up, because with the shield up you get that extra damage bonus, right? That's the whole point. So 50% right away. So pretty easy fight there. And then at the end of it here, we fight, I believe it's Kang here. No, it's Beck. Okay, so with Beck, you got to get him to 50%. He becomes SM Beck. So don't worry too much about it. The Beck fight's pretty easy. SM Beck's where the real damage comes from. But again, 50%, he transforms. Again, nothing changes here, guys. It's literally rinse and repeat. As soon as you get the proper cores in place, those cores, the overclock core specifically with the shield one, and then the basic damage increase, then you're good to go, okay? So I'm going to fast forward this fight a little bit. You guys can see here, we get him to at least 76 and then 50, and then you can see he transforms at 50% and he loses his break bar, by the way. So now you're going to be doing even more damage to him, because now break bar is not protecting him from anything else that he was getting protected from before. And keeping in mind that overload, again, is the imperative part. Just make sure he's up. And then from here, guys, look how fast we melt him. Watch this. 75% to 25%. No break bar makes it 10 times worse. So this is what I was saying. You don't even need Isla. Really, you can bring a breaker if you want. It'll make things easier. Here, I choose boosting. This is an incredible one, by the way. Increases the elemental weakness damage of user's basic skill by 50%. It's massive, especially for this fight. For all fights, actually. And then from here, guys, just do one of these. I picked up something. Now, when you get to the blue portal before the fight with Sun Jin-woo, I personally only upgrade what I need to upgrade in terms of enhancements. I try to get the brand new items from that'll enhance my hunters, right? So like this one, for example, right here, This one enhances when the user's MP is 50% or more, their damage increased by 40%. This is huge, right? So Silent One does go below that, but he gets max MP back. So I bought this one here with 600 that I think I bought this. I'm pretty sure with 600 that I had left, or did I? No, I didn't buy this one, but it's a good one. I was just running out of fragments. Instead, what I did is I boosted up some stuff. So I boosted up the critical hit damage of my basic skills to heroic. I could have pushed that to legendary, but instead what I did is I took this one right over here and made sure that my ultimate was up at 100% chance every time it reactivated. So no more RNG there, okay? So that's essentially all you needed. I did the basic skills, ignore defense. Again, anything ignoring defense is good because there's a break bar in place. The more you can ignore, the better, right? So this Sanjinu fight's pretty straightforward. Even with the shadow at the end, it's an easy fight. So you guys can see right here, I'm just pretty much doing the same rotation again. Nothing really changes. Just dodge his wind attacks. He does hit really hard, so just have to dodge, make sure you're not standing in the way, and they're very easy mechanics. And remember, if you are struggling or if one of your characters dies, just press the reset button or the retry button. You can go right back in here, okay? So again, going in, building up our ultimate to cast it, and then getting our, see how much damage he did. One hit took half my HP away. Frig, man, crazy. So here we go, overload's ready, and here I casted it too late. I don't think it was ready. But you guys can see it's 91%. Cast it again at 100% again. And boom, 91% goes down to 84. And then from here, we just make sure that our shield is constantly up, 73. And then at 70% or 69%, he switches over to fire, which is super easy. The only thing with fire that sucks is annoying. He does Vulcan right here, which he does like a massive AoE attack. But again, if you have shield, easy to ignore. Also, he does do crossfire from a distance, so be careful of that because he can't hit you. He can't hit you from a pretty far distance from there. Okay, and then the next phase here, he goes from fire over to dark at 40%, 39%, and then he summons Igris. Don't even worry about it. You'll destroy the two of them together because the moment Silent One is in place here, like I cast both skills there at that time, both ultimates, right? And now I got my damage increase. Make sure my overload is up. And then from here, honestly, if you bring Silent One in after overload is ready, the rest is so easy, guys. Like the shield will keep you protected at all times because the shield is so massive. And then from there, the ultimate damage will take care of the business for you. So pretty straightforward stuff. Look at that. I just came in and boom, one. And I think I cast it again. And then it almost kills him anyways. I'll probably cast it very shortly here. I probably try to get my shield up. There it is. Look how much. The shield is practically his whole HP bar. It's insane. Boom, 10%. And then bring back in. Again, I didn't need to do that. I don't even know why I did that, to be honest. But you guys can see here, we finished this with roughly got another overload in, double overload, and then another alt just to finish it off. 1 minute and 53 seconds. Pretty easy stuff. Okay, so there you guys go, completed. And then you can see right at the end over here that we did get a crap load of essence. So some people were asking, how'd you go from 30 something to 40K? Well, this is how, guys. 79,000 essence stones provided for that clear. All right, guys, there's clear 50. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Use those cores. Get them done. Super easy. Enjoy. Thank you again. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.